If you have been following my channel, then I'm sure you know that from time to time I review new apps that are released on the marketplace. And today I want to review one new app called Project Configurator for Jira. Now you must be wondering that Project Configurator for Jira is already there on the marketplace. Well, that is true, but the good news is that now you can use Project Configurator on cloud. So that is what we'll do today. We'll take a look at how this app works on the cloud. And to be honest, I have no idea how this app will work, and I'm going to try it out along with you. I do have a couple of cloud instances, so let us see how it works. Now, starting with, of course, the marketplace listing, which I believe is very important because when you're looking at new apps, you want to know what these apps can do. Now, the marketplace listing says that this is the number one app for managing Jira migrations, migrate data and configuration in server DC, promote configuration changes in cloud. So we are talking about, of course, cloud. So let us just focus on the cloud aspects, what all it can do on cloud. And let us quickly take a look at these screenshots. So this particular screenshot talks about stage, approve, and push changes, push Jira changes to live, I guess. Change management assurance at your fingertips, and top-notch security, usability, and ease of use. So ease of use is definitely very important because if you are trying out a new app, it should be easy to use, I guess. And I can also see something here that says you can use Project Configurator for free from February all the way till April 2021. So I guess for the next 3 months you can use the app for free. But whether this app is useful or not, let us find out. So let us try to understand how we can use this app. And for doing that, I will probably click on this link here that says documentation. I want to start with the documentation because I think in the beginning it is always good to understand how to get started, because there is this link called get started on the official documentation website for Project Configurator for Jira Cloud. So let us click on the get started link, and you have, of course, a lot of things that you can read. And I think you should read a few things, but today we'll not really read each and every thing on the documentation. We'll probably perform a quick test, and we'll see how this app how this app will work and how we can use it. So there is a link here that says Project Configurator for Jira Cloud gives Jira and project admins an innovative out-of-the-box approach to Jira Cloud migrations and configuration changes. So if you click on this link, we can see here that it will take us to this very nice online online website or a site. It is basically a place where you can get started. So you can see here, these options like get started, or you can click on the sign in button. I believe if you already have an account, you can sign in, but I don't have an account, so I'll probably click on get started. Do I really want to go through these key features listed here on the site? Yeah, I think we can quickly take a look at it. So it says the feature of Jira Cloud, effortless configuration change management, easily migrate configurations between projects and instances. So I think it is probably the same thing that was written on the marketplace listing, but we now have a chance to try it out. So let us click on the get started button. And I'm also doing it for the very first time. I like the interface. It's a nice orange color with a heart. So we have the option to register, and I'll probably increase the font size slightly so we can see it properly. So it says Project Configurator for Jira Cloud is part of the Adaptivist product family, and we use Adaptivist ID to manage, login, and handle personal information in a secure and protected fashion. Okay, so I believe you can trust them. So let us click on register, and it will probably take me to a place where I can either sign up or I can use my Google account. So do I want to sign up? Let us sign up. Okay, I think that is probably, I'll probably use Google account. I think that is easy and quick. So if I click on sign up with Google, it will probably take me to the, okay, so please agree to, okay, so I need to agree to the terms, which makes sense. So click on the sign up. Oh no, sign up with Google. So when you click sign up with Google, it will take you to a place where you can, I don't really want to show you this authorization page because I want to keep it hidden. So I'll select my relevant Google ID, my Google account, and I'll click on it. And then it will, it is just like any other authorization that I'm sure you are familiar with. So once you select your Google account, you will be taken back to the Project Configurator for Jira Cloud interface, and there are very clear instructions, to be honest. Like, first of all, it says let's get things moving and create migration to promote a configuration from one Jira Cloud to another cloud instance. So the thing that I'm trying to do today is I have two cloud instances. One is this one, which is empty. I just have two projects, and I do have another one, which is this one, and I do have a lot of projects and plenty of configuration. So what we'll do, we'll probably move some of the projects from this instance to this target instance. So this one is my source, this one is my target. And what I need to do, I believe, is I need to probably create a connection. But if I click on the new migration, I think I need to first, it will ask you to create a connection, which makes sense. And to be honest, I quite like the nice interface, like it says from to what test real. Very good. I like it. So I add source connection. So new connection. Let us click on it. And let me just give this a nice name, source. And the source is, source is Jira. I'll probably use a relevant name, Jira tutorial, which is this is the name of my source. And I'll click on authorize, and it will probably ask me to confirm. So if I click on the authorize, I'll probably hide the page that will come up, because I don't really want to show you my IDs and all the cloud sites I have access to. So once you do this, it will ask you to select. I can probably show you very quickly. So if you select this option here, like while you're authorizing, you have to select the source instance, cloud instance, and you can then click on the accept, I believe. And of course, you have to do the same thing for target. So let us click on the accept, and you have to basically give them permission to access your cloud instance, and then it will ask you to select the site that you want to authorize. So I'll probably select my site, which is listed here. I can show it to you, so nothing to hide. So it says my source instance, and the name of the URL is jiratutorial.atlassian.net. I'll select it, done, and I believe I can now save it. Okay, so this is fine, great, and okay, so we hopefully have this source, and we can then probably go to the connection and validate. Let us click on the connection. Let us first create the connections. I think that makes sense. And I want to also do the same thing for my target. So I will click on authorize, and I will select my target site, which is called as ravisagar.atlassian.net, and I will click on the accept button to give them permission to access this site, which I believe is mandatory. I quite like this splash kind of or this intermediate thing, the hard thing that appears. So you can select the target instance, which is ravisagar.atlassian.net, and click on done and save. So we have this connection like source and target, and to be honest, I quite like this. I'll of course be honest. I'll give you my honest opinion. I quite like this. interface. It's very neat. I like the colors. They are bright, but they are not. It's like lightish bluish color here in the background, and I like it. It looks good. And before we do the migration, or we attempt to do a migration, let us click on the reporting. Do we have anything here? No, nothing here. I think something will come here when we do the migration. So let us click on the edit and add source. So source is this one. Okay, I like the green color, very very nice. So target, so very nice. I like this. I think it is very important to have this interface, so things are easy. And select projects. Okay, that is wonderful. So I can already select projects and I can see all the projects that I have, which is wonderful. So let us see if I want to select Android, BT, what else? And by the way, before you, you can obviously take a look at this page and go to the migration, and you can learn about what all is supported right now, because this is the very first version. This came out, I think, this project configurator for Jira on cloud was released, I believe, on 2nd of February, 2 days ago, I guess. So you can always learn about what all is supported if you go to the supported object type, like in the documentation. So it says here, right now it supports Jira business projects and classic projects, classic software projects. And these are all the configuration objects supported, projects, categories, versions, components, and these things. So you can take a look. I think it is always good to be aware of what all is supported, so you don't really complain later on that why this is not working. I think sometimes it is good to learn a bit more about the product, so you can always read the documentation. So let us first do something not very complicated. Maybe I want to migrate my Android project, BT project, and maybe this one, iOS. Yeah, why not? I think this is good. Click on the OK. Carry out simulation. So I don't think it will let you move to the next stage, I guess. So this is fine. I think we should probably test it first properly. And it is now doing some magic. Like, I'll probably get rid of my face so you can see what is happening here on the screen. So it says simulation in progress, and on the left hand side you can see preparing simulation, and there is an activity log, which I like, because I personally prefer, to be honest, looking at the log file, so I'm a bit assured about what is happening in the background. So I believe something will come here any moment, I guess. So let us wait for it to finish. And now it says preparing simulation, running simulation, Jira exporting project in, and I believe it will. Okay, so it will. So I think it is now exporting the issue types. Looks good so far. Let me bring my face back so you can see my reactions. Okay, so it is doing some export right now, and I quite like this, to be honest. This is a very neat interface. It looks very refreshing. I feel confident, to be honest, while I'm doing this. So now I think it is doing the same thing for other projects. And if you look at the supported object types, it will tell you that it supports projects, categories, versions, and I'm of course more interested in the schemes. So permission, issue type scheme, issue type screen scheme, workflow, and workflow schemes, and role members. So this is quite good, actually. I mean, you can also see, I mean, we're talking about these schemes, but within these schemes you also have issue types, and you also have screens. So this is really good, and I think probably this is so far the only app I'm aware of that can do this migration of configurations on cloud. So on the left hand side you can see here that the simulation is still happening, and I believe it is probably checking something. I guess it will also check things on target. Let us see how it works. And as I mentioned before, so while this is happening, let us also take a look at the release notes. I am a big fan of release notes. So yeah, so it says 2nd of February. So it was released 2 days ago. And you can see here, you can read here the features, like you can establish connections, you can then perform the migration, So use this feature to easily promote configurations and project data across connected Jira Cloud instances. Select your desired configuration. So basically, whatever we are doing right now, I think it is doing it. It is also mentioned here on the page. So do take a look at the release notes, and let me just also show you one really interesting thing. So the simulation is still taking place, and on the left hand side, I can also see some errors, which I believe. So it says no project could be found with key AN. So let us see how it works. So if I go back to the documentation, so you do have this roadmap, and this roadmap is really good because you can see here. And by the way, the link of the roadmap is also mentioned in the documentation. So in case you are keen to try out this app and you like it, which I think you will because it looks promising. So you may want more from this particular app, and I believe it is always good to give feedback to the team who built this nice app for the cloud. And if you want to know what is upcoming, like the things that are in development, things that are planned, so you can see this roadmap, which is, I think, really good. So let us go back to the project configurator, and I noticed few errors, like it says here on top, Jira exporting. Let me just try to increase the size. So it says Jira exporting project AN, BT, iOS, and KAN. And I also noticed the error here, read error, not found error. So let us see if it works. I believe so. It is also exporting, I believe, the versions, the release version, the versions that we have in Jira. And there are a lot of things actually here. It is, I believe, a good thing because you can see what all configurations are exported for you. And I guess these configurations will also be moved to the target. So some of the fields, like for example, if you look at these warnings, so it says the following workflows do not exist in target instance. The default workflow will be used. So this is good to know. Custom field hardware category of type blah 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 not found. It will not be added to any screen. Okay, so it is good to know. So this is fine. I think as long as you're aware of what all it can do and what all it cannot do, I think that is the most important part. So if you think you need to maybe do these changes before the migration, you can. But before I do anything further, I think I may want to look at the actual migration. Let us see how it works. So carry out the migration. So are you sure you want to migrate? So very nice, clear message. So it will ask you. You have opted to copy the configurations of 4 projects from source, Jira tutorial to target, Ravi Sagar. This is an irreversible action. Are you sure you want to do it? Am I sure? Yes, I am sure because I want to do it. I want to see how it works, and let us do it. So it will do the migration, and I believe it will give you the message here, I believe, somewhere, I guess. And the good thing about this log is that you can actually filter based on the level of the log. Like if it is an error or a warning, I believe it will appear somewhere separately. So okay, so we can see some activity happening here, and I'll probably get rid of my face so you can see the actual migration which is happening. And on top I do have a link called help and toggle activity log. No, I don't really want to toggle, I want to keep it. So, or maybe okay, why not? So we can remove it, we can get rid of it if you don't like this left sidebar. So let us toggle it again. Let us play with it while this migration is happening, and I'm quite keen to see how it will work. And to be honest, you know me, I always give you my honest opinion and feedback about new functionalities, and whenever I come across any interesting app, I do like to try it out myself before I can recommend it to you guys. And I know Adaptivists because I know them. They are nice people, very 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 nice, intelligent, smart people, and they have great products. You know about Scriptner. I have hundreds of videos on Scriptner because I like using it for my work, and I thought, why not also review their new app called Project Configurator. So this is still happening, and let us wait for it to finish. Okay, so once the migration finishes, you can then go and take a look at your target instance. And right now I'm looking at my target instance, and it looks really good right now because you can see here that all the issue type schemes are created for me. And I believe if I also, for example, take a look at the screens, let us see if the screens are also copied for me. Yes, so you can see here we have this AN, BT, and dev and iOS. So basically, all the screens that were needed, that are needed, are actually created for me. And to be honest, if you look at this page, it is the very first version, and in the very first version of this app, there are so many things that you can migrate. So we looked at this table, or not a table, but this particular list of objects related to project, and the core configuration objects. You can see here the list, and make sure you are aware of what all can be migrated. Now on the same page, if you scroll down, you have further information about the following objects are not currently supported by Project Configurator for Jira. So basically next gen projects, because they are not really currently supported by Atlassian. And for core configuration objects, you can see here that custom fields are not yet supported, but you can see this information, like what all it can do, and what all it cannot do because of no current support from Atlassian. So as I mentioned before, if you want to know the upcoming features, do take a look at the roadmap. So on this particular roadmap, you can see here that so far we have these things supported, and I think in the upcoming version of this app, you will have things like, I guess, support for filters. And I'm just trying to understand. I want to be able to import filters, so I believe you can also vote for these things. And as I mentioned before, do take a look at the release notes, because this is where you can find the information about what all this app can do in a specific version. So when you're on cloud, and when you want to basically manage your configurations, this app can be really useful. One really good example is that, let us say you have two instances, or let us say you have an instance of Jira on cloud, and you want to, of course, test some configurations. Maybe you want to play with some configurations on a test environment. You can do that now on cloud, and with the help of this app, you can migrate it. The great thing about this app is that for the next couple of months, it is free. So I don't really see any reason why you shouldn't try it. Go ahead and give it a try. It seems to be a nice app, and I think it will solve a very big problem. And today I thought I'll probably show you how this app will work. I also looked at this app for the very first time. I am very happy with the outcome, and I can definitely recommend this app. So go and download this app, not download, but go and try this app today. So this is all I wanted to talk about and discuss in this video. I hope you found this video useful, and you also learned something new today. Thank you very much.